are having awakenings. A lot of people are having awakenings because they are uh, in despondence of what they're seeing right now in the world, and it's triggering them into this mystical energy where they're trying to find meaning, to find that new perspective, right? So it's a very fine line with that polarity, and when we say polarity, it's like I have a Gemini stellium, so I have a lot of Gemini in my chart. Gemini is a mutable sign, so we kind of go with the flow. We're very subject to what was I gonna say? We are very subject to influence, right? And within ourselves, if I'm a Gemini, sometimes I'm in Jekyll, sometimes I'm in Hyde mode, right? And it's all about meeting in the middle, that alignment, right? I'm still the same person, but sometimes I act out of this way, or I act out of that way, or I see the world this way, or I see the world that way. And sometimes on this shadow end, it's despondence, and then sometimes on that shadow end, it's abundance, or wisdom, right? These are pretty much freaking opposite cards of each other. So it's talking about that scale of polarity and duality, right? Trying to come into that alignment, right? Not picking a path out of despondence or overwhelm or animosity, the animosity that I was picking up on, the wisdom to know the difference, right? So let's look at this. Whoa, Kate. That's funny because I'm clarifying the Hermit. And there's that walking away energy. There's the Empress. I knew we were going to see the Empress. I'm like, there's no way we're not going to see the Empress. But again, moving away. This is moving away to that Ten of Cups. Letting go of lack, letting go of deception, that trickery. This is the epitome of trickery. Here's that moon energy, which the moon is in Virgo, which I love when that happens. Oh, look, and there's that abundance on the bottom, that Ten of Pentacles, building those new foundations. Beautiful. And again, remember we had that coming out under the moon there as well, all playing off within our subconscious. This is a very subconscious heavy card as well. Virgo energy. So beautiful. We love that. Oh, wow, you guys. Look at this. So we now have the masculine and the feminine meeting again. Here's that Page of Cups again. So honesty, honest communication, new ideas, new ways of communicating, right? Meeting in the middle here. We have the masculine energy coming out as this Knight of Wands. Enacting with action these new ideas that the feminine's been nurturing, either literally physically manifesting in relationships or collaborations around you, or just within yourself. If you're male or female, you've just been nurturing fostering these new perspectives, right? Or again, careful not to foster despondence, right? But we have... Remember how I said it's funny because we have the masculine meeting the feminine in this King of Swords. We have literally the Queen of Swords ideas. Swords are air, communication, ideas. And the masculine is rushing forward with that meeting in this night to put that into action. Wands are fire, action, right? From the feminine's perspective that she's been fostering, right? These new ideas. Very nice. So matching in our energy there, the masculine meeting in that Gemini energy, and then moving out in Leo season. Again, August 7th, we're going to see a lot of these collaborations start to come into tangible form here, and these offers, these new ideas actually tangibly coming together, right? In the meantime, really have to work on not fostering despondence and polarity with what we're seeing. That's a card of seeing. Anything else to finish up the reading? Yep, those foundations. Ten of Pentacles, our legacy, our foundations, our families, our homes. For some of us, we're stepping away from those. Judgment, very heavy. Yeah, and this is that... Interesting. There's Gemini energy on the bottom, so Gemini very present here. But again, that's that's kind of why I wanted to do this reading, is because I've been feeling with Leo season coming. This is all really going to take place, and this is that investing energy. Remember how we had that before? I don't have it here anymore, but it was underlying with that masculine energy was really looking at getting on that chair of self-worth, right? And forgiving himself or others or yourself, for trickery, rejection, grief, all that confusion energy, that judgment, right? And this is spirit. That is spirit. It is a card of spirit. It's literally the angel blowing tooting a horn down from heaven saying, woo, judgment day, right? Judgment day. What are you fostering? Big time there. So again, with these foundations, we're either finding new ways to bring stability to old foundations that are not stable. A lot of that has to do with forgiveness and self-worth, obviously. And some of us are needing to walk away from these foundations and go be in that Nine of Pentacles state on our own, to really come into that self-worth before we can come together in this properly. And on a collective scale, this looks at building collective legacies, foundations, structures. It can be a structure. So very nice. We'll get one from this deck. I think for some reason this is going to be like a 3-parter. I thought it was just continuous, but it said new video, which is very strange because I have not been able to get my phone to continuously record this entire time I've had it, and I've just been... It just cuts off every time. Like, you guys have seen it. My hands aren't even near the camera. It's very strange. All right. Anything else, Spirit? The star. There's that star energy again. Lovers, that Gemini energy moving. And again, we are still in quite a, we're going to be in Gemini energy for the next 1.5 years because we had the node switch, right? The node switch. Gemini energy. Emperor in the Chariot. All right. Final message to wrap up the reading. Okay, that's quite a few, but they flew out. Oh, jeez. Page of Pentacles. That seems to be the, part of the reading here. Again, fostering those new ideas, right? Scholarly, dependable, patient, successful. Wanting to do something more challenging, a new area of study. That's definitely a message for some of you. If don't be afraid to try something new. With that change in perspective, that change in perception, you may find yourself really being called to try something new, right? And maybe your impasse is fear of rejection or those old ways of thinking that, aren't serving you anymore. And if you've had a transformation like this, or an awakening, or even, just a shift in your perspective here, that's not going to go away, right? So that is a major call to, again, especially if you're not that kind of person, really to utilize this Mars and Aries energy to step into that kind of, a new area of study, to really go for it, right? And we do have the wheel. Fortune is on your side here, and that's the Emperor in that card. So again, talking about, at the very least within oneself, utilizing that Mars and Aries energy. We have, again, with that coming into alignment, which path to pick. With that, we move progressive energy from the 2 to the 3 of Wands here. So that's like you've picked your path down the mountain. Now you're going down it. In that card, he's literally in the valley now. Very nice. That's a card of abundance. It's very abundant energy, just like literal abundance, or um, or I lost it. Sorry. Sometimes I get like information that comes to me, I just don't get to it soon enough. But or sorry, that Jupiter, that bringing that in, and this is the card of ships coming in, right? He's trekked down the mountain. He's like looking at his abundance, that beautiful valley, right? Whole valley, whole new world, right? Abundance, things look good. Have patience. So there is a call for patience on behalf of our masculine here. Like I said, I've been feeling that for a while now, with Leo season coming up. That push to get this all going, right? To move down into the valley, right? So patience, make long-term plans. So again, with this Cancer new moon energy, great time to actually start making, like I said, with that page, energy, more challenge, new area of study. It is a very studious card. This can literally be going to school, really looking at something, a new area of study. So again, with that, make long-term plans. New moon cycles are great for that, implementing new lifestyle changes, taking steps into the valley of your new world here. Choose your battles wisely, stand your ground. So again, with that despondent energy, defend or defensive, right? It can be all these energies have, again, that spectrum of polarity, right? Shadow, light, labels. Again, like I said, I have a gem stellium, so in the middle I'm still a Gemini, but sometimes I'm over here and sometimes I'm over there, right? So again, with that despondence, not to defend those ways of thinking. If they need to come down, let them come down. And actually defending yourself, not everyone around you is going to be on board with these changes you want to make if you're starting something new, because this is a lot of new energy that we're coming into with, especially Gemini. It's very youthful, right? New ideas. That's the whole theme of this reading. Not everyone is going to be on board with that. Not everyone is going to be able to go with you down into the valley. So, choosing your battles wisely, defending, the King and Queen of Swords can be very defensive, so just watch your communication. There's a big fat sword to defend yourself with here. So, again, if you're feeling this calling and, you really want to move towards something, but you're held back by this old ways, defend your truth, because this is truth. There's a lot of truth coming out in these cards, especially with that Ace of Swords. That is clarity. That is knowing. Just knowing from within with that cup energy, right? So defending what you need to defend, but not slipping into shadow energy of animosity or despondence, right? There's that Page of Cups, right? It says intuitive, sensitive, artistic, friendly, new person, relationship begins a new phase, heightened psychic abilities. That to me, it's that Page of Cups that's been coming out, that again, just confirmation here. So again, this can be manifesting as masculines moving towards building these new foundations, right? But that also is just being really honest in our communication, especially that's coming from a youthful, kind, friendly. It says friendly on there with this defending energy, right? Being honest about despondence and what we need to defend and not defend, and when we do need to defend, how to do that in a a way that honors the changes that we're making, right? And again, and that's new ideas as well. And then the knight is in motion, right? Moving towards that passion. It says emotional, romantic, enthusiastic, contemplative. Um, so that's those ideas in motion, right? Um, falling in love, need to balance emotions, invitation to a social event. So this is that page in motion, right? It's just progression, energy. Very interesting. We didn't have uh, a king or queen of cups, but again, this is not necessarily about coming into alignment with other people. We have to come into alignment with ourself in that Nine of Pentacles energy first, right? So this reading isn't, we do have the Two of Cups and we did see the Ten of Cups. So this is manifesting for some of us as new relationships, but the Nine of Pentacles come out on the bottom again, right? That's the single self-worth aspect. Life's little luxuries, again, with that abundant queen there, right? Manifesting that from within. Quiet time alone, so that, inner process with that Virgo energy. Successful self-employment, so fostering our own self-abundance, making sure that we're not relying on the masculine. We have our own, so that we can build these equal foundations. Because what happens when you build a foundation and it's not equal? It's not balanced. It's gonna tip over, and one day it's gonna sink into the ocean or some shit, right? So that's what we're striving for right now. And trust me, any ones that are not built on that will fall because, again, sometimes we can't take people with us where we're going. That's so funny. I just cut to the Emperor. I don't know why I cut there. Structure and discipline. Structure, our structures, leadership, organization, right? And then on the very bottom, we have the Star, hope, healing, optimism, happy times, positive, optimistic, long-term plans. Again, plans for the future, these long-standing foundations, right? That's playing out in rebuilding society. That's also coming out in either stepping away from our current foundations and working on ourselves so we can heal them, or, stepping away fully, or maybe, never having had that and we're moving into that. But again, that long-term plans, that's come out several times now. On the right path, the Star, and see how the spirit is pouring water into that valley that the hermit there is stepping into, with that, again, that once you pick a path to get down into the valley from that cliff there, that mountain, you're in the valley and it's lush and it's abundant. It's full of life and water because it's been fostered properly, right? Away from this energy, away from that. So very good. Long-term plans, and even that one, long-term plans. Long-term plans, water your valley, water your valley. And pick your way down too, right? Pick your way down to there. Because you can't build a very good foundation really on top of that peak there, but you can down on that luscious valley there. So pretty much exactly what I was expecting. This, I guess, is going to be a 3-parter because I thought it's stitching the videos. I don't know how it's doing that. But the second time I did that, I did see a notification that it was starting a new video. So I guess it's just going to be a 3-parter, which kind of sucks. If I'd have known it was doing that, I probably would have strove. I'm really good at English. I don't know why I'm brain farting on that. Clearly. I would have tried to keep it to 2, but that is okay. It is what it is. So I'm sending you guys so much love. A really crazy time that we're in right now. Again, we'll be doing that collaboration in the near future here and talking about more in depth of how this kind of plays out for people, in their chart and their lives. because it's just very general reading. It's pretty much exactly what I was expecting to come out, so that's good. Yeah, so all the best, darlings. I will be putting out the weekly readings on Sunday. Hopefully, I haven't recorded them yet, but I'm going to be getting to that tonight or tomorrow. I'll be starting them. Yeah, so if you guys have any questions or, anything like that, feel free to email me. My email's in the description down below. And yeah, until next time, guys. I hope you're having, a good time with this Cancer new moon energy and this push into Leo season. So yeah, until next time. Mwah.